to throw. Jones being chased out left. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Now it's Goff. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Play action. It's Goff. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. They couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
He's airing it out for Williams. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams, 59 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Jones throwing on 1st down. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
This taken in right around the goal line.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy.
Across midfield.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Now Jones throwing to start the drive. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Jones now on first down. Flush to his right.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1.
Well, now how about this return?
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now Goff on first down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff going up top. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked them off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Off the play fake. Jones out to his left. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he's taken down inside the 30. Here's Jones on 1st and 10.
Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's good for 28 yards.
It's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down. But they're set up well now. 1st and goal at the 1.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Trying the power game with Ham. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. C.J. Ham taking it in from a yard out.
And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Off play action. Here's Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And some room to work. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Now a first down throw. Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Again, Goff.
Throw over the middle. He finds Williams.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. They'll run with Montgomery. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Here's Wright.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
On the ground, it's Wright.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Brock Wright.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Lions are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston. In Stadium. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Jones looking to throw it on the first play. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Okay, here we go. Hey, Golden Grouper! Golden Grouper! Golden Grouper! Check that 39. Check that 39. Wait.
Jones throwing on first down. Slant route, and he's got Addison. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but my only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Here we go, D. Here I come,
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
On second down, here's Mixon. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39. 21 yards there on 3rd down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Stroud sets up the play action.
He'll bite, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4.
Well, their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play because you're exactly right. It isn't normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that. Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Cougar 19.
Now it's Mixon running right.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Stroud off the play fake.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
Okay, here we go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
Now Jones on 1st down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they will score a pick-6 for the Texans TD.
But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick-6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville.
Traveled Nick Folk has us set for a start, and we are underway here in Nashville. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Jones looking to throw right away. That one complete to Naylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Second and 10.
To throw again, Jones eluding the pressure right. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 34-yard line. Back to throw, Jones.
Catch made by the running back, Aaron Jones.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Looking to throw, Jones. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Operating from the gun, Jones.
That one out wide and intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So just a tremendous play there defensively on this opening drive. Not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there. Turned it all around. Big moment.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Jones, another shot here after the pick six. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw. Jones. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Jones now to throw on third down.
Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Rudolph. Underneath pass here to Van Ness. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on third down, here's Rudolph. Buying time to his left. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, this from 39.
The Folks' kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off the points for themselves.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Forced out to his left. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Back to throw. Jones looking for his running back, and he's got him. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones completes this to Addison out left. And it's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And that's where you want to use your big tight end. Let him use his size and frame to go up and get the deep ball in the end zone. But that time, they couldn't connect.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Able to slither by. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Back to throw. Jones being chased out left.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Looking to throw. Jones.
Pass complete to Addison.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 14. Operating from the gun. Jones. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Titans are going to get the football back at their own 17.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
After the interception, here's Rudolph. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Second and 10, Rudolph again. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Rudolph going to throw on 3rd and 1. That is caught, and down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
On 2nd down, here's Rudolph.
Open man downfield is Ridley.
And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Back to throw, Rudolph.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. In motion goes the tight end. Back to the air, Rudolph on 2nd down. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. A final shot before the break, Rudolph. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So what a play there in the final minute of this first half. They get the interception. More importantly, their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, and that one play certainly changes the outlook, doesn't it? I mean, they're looking at going into the locker room. No points on the board. Not playing well defensively. Deflated. And now, things may have changed for them.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Rudolph. Dancing to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the 3rd quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Rudolph just does beat the play clock. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Rudolph on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Titans 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. On 1st down, it's Rudolph. Steps away to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On 2nd and 10, Rudolph. Buying time to his left. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Rudolph's throw hauled in by Westbrook-Ikhine here. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll run with Pollard. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Pollard is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Here's Rudolph off play action. Rolling to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Josh Wiley taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. Timberland.
Throwing Jones. Eluding the pressure right. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now Jones. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Naylor. He's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Jalen Naylor, 65 yards. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. And the Titans are going to recover the football. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
On 1st and 10, Rudolph sliding out of the pocket. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Rudolph looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And it's a Titans touchdown. Chigakakwo, 38 yards. And the Titans will add to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. It got his man complete. And down right around the 37. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. And that flag accepted. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Back to throw. Jones. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
56 to Mark, boys. 56. Check 56. You ready?
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down, and it's Pollard again. Past the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Tony Pollard, 43 yards.
And the Titans are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back, because One team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10.
He lets one go deep for Addison. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 15. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Going to run again here with Pollard. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Pollard will take it up the gut.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
They will throw it here with Rudolph. They'll roll him out right.
Slant pass to Boyd.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Tackle there by Jerry Tillery. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Jones wants to throw to start things out here.
And incomplete to open things up.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Back to throw, Darnold. He lets one go deep for Addison. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
After the interception, here's Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Lockett, the man in motion. Now Geno.
Has it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now Geno on first down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Flushed out right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Again, Smith.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Geno now to throw. Flush to his right. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Check, check, alert. Lucky. 25, check 25, check 25. Switch.
Walker with another carry.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Switch. Middle. 18 Cardinal.
Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle. So important in this league to capitalize on the other team's mistakes. Here they force a turnover on the opening drive, then come right down and score.
And I would add that it's important to capitalize on other teams' mistakes early. That way, you build confidence for yourself and your team. You start playing a little more freely. And you let the other guys know we're prepared to play.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee.
And we are underway from Cincinnati.
Not something you expect to see from the opening kickoff, that's for sure, and they will start at the 40.
Here we go, here we go. Shot. 180. Nice hot. Shot.
An inside give, Brown.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37.
So from the 37, here's second down and 3. They'll go again with Herbert.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Now Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he's going to have a Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Second down and 8. Now it's Burrow.
Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, a cardinal sin there. Thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Jones throwing to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Darnold now to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. 3rd down and 6.
Madison will go in motion left. Throwing here on third down, Darnold. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. On first down, it's Darnold. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide open receiver.
Now Darnold. And that's incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Again, Darnold. A quick throw finds T.J. Hockenson. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. And here we go on fourth. Darnold flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number one. We're scoreless after one. They go play action with Burrow, rolling to his left. Looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Now he's going to throw deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 37.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here's Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Touchdown.
Justin Jefferson.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Bengals 0.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
On first down, right back to Herbert.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Now Burrow going to change things up.
From the 44.
Burrow
escaping the pressure right.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Herbert powering up the middle.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now it's Burrow. He'll buy some time right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll run with Herbert.
And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Travion Williams, 14 yards.
And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold
finds his man. There's Jordan Addison.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Von Bell. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Herbert once more.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Bengals. Mike Gesicki, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's got room at the 30. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Jalen Naylor in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Darnold on first down. Forced out to his left. And he's got this to Jefferson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. Darnold from the red zone now. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Now it's Darnold. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jalen Naylor, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Herbert. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now they go play action now. Burrow on the move to his left. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on third down.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Rolling to his right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Here's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Burrow looking to pass. Sliding out of the pocket. To Gesicki and complete near the sideline. Touchdown Bengals. Mike Gesicki. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the third quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Darnold. Flushed out right. Addison hauls it in. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
He's checking. Check. Whip. Watch the whip.
Darnold. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Here's Darnold now on second down. This one caught. It's the tight end Hockenson. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson, 34 yards. And the Vikings, on the final play of the third quarter, have taken the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Burrow will throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Big 13. Big 13. Let's go, Let's go. Let's get there. Mike 51. Mike. 12, 12,
Now
12.
Burrow changing the look.
12. Crunch. 51, Mike 51.
Out of the gun now on third down. He'll buy some time right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 8. A handoff for Herbert.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Burrow on play action, rolling to his right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Second down and 10, Darnold. He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Play action. It's Darnold. That is intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late, they're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Throwing, Burrow. Sliding out of the pocket. Got a man open, it's Chase. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Plenty of time. All three timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Herbert. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. Now they'll change things up. Burrow. They'll roll him out right. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down one. That extra point is not a gimme.
To throw, Burrow. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. It was an incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Darnold to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Look with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle. Kind of scan the crowd. See if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Now Darnold. And this one is incomplete. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
They're going to run for it with Jones. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown, as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. A final shot now for Burrow. This ball intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.